Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Thomas, who wanted the Ez8 High Maneuver Custom in the colors of Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter from Attack of the Clones. So I kind of figured that the best way to do that would be to be a space round. So luckily, I managed to get a half decent space round here, which is not super common for me. Um, but yeah, I haven't done a lot with the Ez8 High Maneuver Custom. Run a few practice rounds here and there, but it is a I believe 400 raid with a special touchpad ability I generally don't use, a heavy attack, and interestingly, it has ASL only on the charged shot for its beam spray gun. So yeah, you are more likely to hit and stun with the charged shot than the rapid shots, which basically the reverse of how most weapons in the game work. So, interesting twist. Yeah, the binder control ability lets you fire that while boosting. It's not exactly the same as the skill that the Denanzan and the Sinanju have. Also, Heavy Arm Zero Ford reminded me that also Silver Lightning, reminded me that the other mobile suit that has that exact skill is the Dom Resonance, and because the skill ignores maneuver armor, when it fires while boosting, it can actually stun itself with the bazooka, which is great. I need to run the Dom Resonance. I think I only ran it once, and because it is a large target I didn't know how to use, it was a rough time. But I do want to give it another go. But yeah, I think this round went relatively well. I said as I'm getting shot down, because for the most part I actually remembered to keep to cover, which sometimes a problem for me in space because just one of those obvious things. Like if you're in an open space, you have a clear shot, and so does the enemy. And a lot of times I just like to get up past the rocks where I can see a little better, and that is a great time to just, shoot me repeatedly until I explode. So, yeah, trying not to do that here. I'm going to pull out some support fire because it's there and I'm here. And yeah, but like I said, I don't always do great in space. And matter of fact, I frequent, space is either, you know, space is either all or nothing for me. It tends to be like a really fantastic round or a really rough round with very few points in between. I don't play it enough. Is the main thing. Both because of this request and in general, and some other requests I've had sitting for a while. I've been trying to make a point of playing space rounds on the days where playing in space is required. Just it's a good excuse to practice. So, let's see, yeah. Okay, somebody else got that right before I did, but yeah, you'll notice that the charge shot was pretty accurate. You could, on the thing I just turned away from when I could have gotten a clear shot on it, you could see the ASL like lock onto it, which, yeah. Right now, just trying to get around this rock and land the heavy attack, which is a nice wide attack. It's pretty similar to the Rigazis, I believe. But, yeah, even though it has a good amount of travel, just even a good amount of travel in, on a space scale map, not always going to cut it if you're not close enough to begin with. And I'd like to be away from that support fire, which I have succeeded in. I know that somebody up there is a support, which is, of course, my ideal target. But, yeah, if I can't find the ideal target, I'll, go with whatever I can find. Okay, there's that. And, yep, tackled me out of the heavy attack, so, okay, well, I'll just go. And yeah, it does still have the standard Ez8 downswing when you don't go for the heavy attack, which still pretty strong and still pretty useful. But again, space distances are big. So I have to admit, sometimes on the larger maps like this one, I do like just taking something that can transform and just flying it all the way across the map. That is just like, it's kind of pleasant in a weird kind of way. And the Saikamu Zaku got me, so got me in a counter. So now it is time to see what else I can do. I really should be using the binder control skill here, but yeah, it's one of those things where being able to fire while boosting is important. It's very useful and valuable. And also, I just keep not thinking about it because those skills. Ah, got it. Those skills do tend to exhaust your boost when they're over, and just yeah, when you can't boost out of the way of something in space, you're at a severe disadvantage. So I'd rather a lot of things with a good thruster score. Basically, unless you dodge, you're good indefinitely boosting around in space. So I don't often use my special boost related skills as often as I should anymore. That said, again, going relatively well. Has I have a couple of oh good. I didn't expect that to be so low on health. I have a couple of melee weapons on this mobile suit. So yeah, now I use binder control. So because I figured being able to fire and do damage to things while not providing a stationary target would be good. I think the Psycho Miyazaku still got me because unless I am like not station. Okay, no, Gym 3. But yeah, just I didn't have a lot of health. That's to be expected. So a couple of minutes left, doing pretty well. And yeah, like I said, still a little bit awkward, but this is definitely the best I've done with this so far on ground or in space. Honestly, it's another it's another practice with it more suit. But I do like how the colors came out. It's not visible from the back, but the Obi-Wan Starfighter does have a few little spots of yellow, which I installed on the Ez8's chin among other places. So yeah, we should see that at the end of the round. But I, like I said, pretty happy with how this came out. I just like that Starfighter. I don't own a lot of Star Wars vehicles, but especially the modern ones. My old Millennium Falcon is in desperate need of a bunch of parts replaced. But and I just stunned an ally, which was dumb. But yeah, I did find the I did find the Obi-Wan Starfighter a long time ago at a thrift store, and I just need to come up with the proper R2 unit for it. So it was an R4 actually, but yeah, you get the idea. Let's see, we are definitely in a good position. I almost landed that downswing, but was a little too slow, and yeah, there's that Psycho Miyazaku. Yeah, like I said, going relatively well. Sorry I'm extra blathery tonight. Just I'm it's a different kind of scatterbrained. Like I'm in easily distracted by shiny objects mode instead of what are words mode, which, I'll kind of take that honestly. I'd rather be able to finish sentences about whatever I'm thinking about than be, more focused and, just never actually get to the point. So, brain's weird, but I was so hoping to get that last second kill, but just they managed that shield managed to soak every rapid shot I sent at it, which good for them, but man. So yeah, did make the board top diversions. 2750, a lucky number for me basically. 5 and 3 and 77,000. I hope you enjoy it, Thomas, and that is gonna do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I believe this Ez8 variation comes from I think it's from G Generation originally. Might be Garen's Greed, pretty sure it's G Generation, and I believe that it's like a split development tree where you can do this or one other kind, so there's a possibility that one day we will get one more Ez8 variant to throw in here to go with this, which would be nice.